Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. So today's my birthday, although this is an airing on my birthday. Christina gave me this bottle, from North Coast Brewing Company, Old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout, product of the USA, 9% ABV. I cannot find a bottling date, but there is this code that I cannot make heads or tails out of. It does not look like a Julian date or calendar date or what. If anybody knows, let me know. Anyway, pour it into the stout glass, which I feel like I haven't used this in years. And yeah, it's brown coming out of the bottle, black once it's in the glass. Gets a big, I don't know, call it like a beige tan, kind of foamy, frothy head. Sits around for quite a while. And this is like a perfect, even though it's a 16-ounce glass, 12-ounce serving with all that foam is perfect. So let's give this thing a whiff. Very, very hoppy. That's one thing that Old Rasputin has over most other Imperial Stouts. Is this one is borderline like Imperial Black IPA. Huge pine on this one. Definitely some roasty malt, almost burnt. Kind of similar to like a Guinness kind of aroma. Yeah, just huge pine. I wouldn't call it coffee. It's more like just straight up like roasted malt, dark malt. Usually this beer is like a little bit more malty in the nose. So this must be a very fresh bottle that it's like this, that the hops are actually the star of the show here. It's probably like, it's like floral pine, almost like this perfumey kind of scent. Little bit of black licorice in there, but I would not call it, it doesn't smell like sweet, it doesn't smell like chocolate or candy or cloying sweet or anything like that. All right, so here's to 13 years. Hopefully it won't be another 13 years. Cheers. Wow. Same thing as I said on the aroma. This is surprisingly hoppy. Like black IPA levels hop. This is pine, a little citrusy, kind of a perfumey, floral kind of a thing in there. It's like all I can taste is like, and this is like way more of actual hop flavor than I remember. I remember this beer being like very black licorice and coffee and molasses and all that, but it's kind of flipped on its head this time. This time it's just like all hops. Yeah. Reminds me of a Southern Tier Iniquity. That was a good one. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is this beer is very hoppy. In fact, I'm actually a little disappointed in a way, because usually, like I said, this beer is usually, like molasses, fruity, black licorice, coffee, things like that. And there definitely is some of that in here. Don't get me wrong. It's not completely absent of malt character. It's just that I would like a little bit more or a little less hops. I guess you pretty much have to age this, but I can't make heads or tails of the bottling code. And it's not like it's printed on the actual bottle itself somewhere where you can only see it once you pour the beer out. I think on the West Coast they have this in cans now, so that might be easier to decipher. But we still have the old 12-ounce bottles here in Florida. Yeah, this isn't quite as rich as I remember. I'm not saying it's a bad beer. I'm just saying like this to me this is like a black IPA. I'm actually getting like a little bit of citrus in the aftertaste, a little bit of orange in the aftertaste. Yeah, and I checked my Untapped account, and last time I checked into this was 2019, so that was like 5 years ago. And I can't believe I haven't had it since then, although I did have the bourbon barrel age of this about a year and a half ago, and I remember that being really good. But yeah, this is so hoppy. Can't get over it. Mouthfeel is only medium, maybe medium full. This is not like a super thick Bourbon County type beer. It's actually for 9% ABV, it's like, a little bit smaller in body than I would expect and would prefer. So like medium, maybe medium full, moderate carbonation. I will say it's very smooth. That 9% ABV, no warming or distraction at all. As I used to say in my really old videos, I used to say, "Well, it's really the alcohol is it's really well masked. You can't even taste it." Yeah, this is good. It's just so much different than I remember. Yeah, and it's not that I don't like it. It's just that to me, this seems more like a black IPA than a true Imperial Stout. In fact, we have a couple other ones in here that we're gonna do for Tuesday Night Beer School next week, probably, hopefully. So anyway, my score for the old Rasputin, I like it, but I don't love it as much as I remember. Because I went into this thinking this was going to be like a 9 or a 10, but this is like honestly, it's like a 7.5, maybe 8, somewhere around there. It's just too damn hoppy and not malty enough. So otherwise, I mean, if they rebrand this as a black IPA, then I would probably give it a little bit higher, but you know, that's the beer judge in me. So anyway, I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks again to Christina for the beer. And thanks to you guys out there for watching. And we'll see you for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.